Hey, all you Gretas and Shatiscats out there. Welcome to Unit 7, Section 8, Noise Pollution. Now, they are installing some speakers in other rooms, so we may have some noise pollution going on in the noise pollution lecture. So, noise pollution. It's a sound at high levels at levels high enough that can cause psychological stress and or hearing loss. So, stop listening to your music so loud. Sources, domestic and industrial activity, so a lot of like factory type places, transportation, and construction. So if you notice, a lot of construction workers often have hearing protection on to save them from damage. So this is kind of neat. So a whisper is down here. Sorry, there we go. So a vacuum cleaner, a washing machine is about 70 decibels, a noisy restaurant is about 80, a power mower is 90. I usually listen to music, so I'm at least hearing the music and not the lawnmower. Motorcycle on a subway is about 95. A snowmobile, because I know you guys all play with those, is about 100. A loud sporting event, which would be about the same as a concert band. So your music can be very damaging. So you can go 7 whole seconds at a rock concert before you've caused at least some type of hearing issues. So wear earplugs when you go to a concert. Your future self will thank you. Ambulance siren is about 120 decibels. There's quite a few paramedics and EMTs that have hearing loss after doing it for many, many years, because where they drive and where the siren is right above them. So it definitely can cause issues. Jackhammer, rifle blast, if you've ever heard one of those, that's about 140. A firecracker is 150. Shotgun blast is 160. A rocket launch is about 180. So here's some other examples of things, and then the permitted exposure or hours per day. I love that you're not allowed a disco, because I know you guys frequent discos all the time. But when you are older, if you're into that party scene, you might want to contemplate wearing head or earplugs when you go. And rock concerts, you can wear earplugs and hear everything just fine. Your chest will actually begin to vibrate at 150 decibels, and the eardrums will burst at 160, yet the loudest possible sound is 190. So I'm not sure who heard that one, but I don't think they heard anything after that. So what do you think has made the loudest sound in recorded history? I would love it if you pause this and put your guesses down in the comment section, just because I want to know what you think of. So if you want to play, pause this and tell me, what do you think made the loudest sound in recorded history? Don't look it up. That's cheating. Okay. Loudest sound in recorded history was not man-made. It was the Krakatoa volcanic eruption in 1883. It was so loud, it ruptured the eardrums of people 40 miles away, and it traveled around the world 4 times and was clearly heard 3,000 miles away. That is mind-blowing and apparently eardrum blowing. So here are the harmful effects, and this goes back to the notes in your packet. So effects of noise exposure on children. This can go down to, if you're listening to loud music all day, every day, you can consider that a form of noise pollution. So if you are seeing some of these issues in yourself, maybe turn that music down a little bit. So cognitive issues. Or maybe if there's yelling in the house all the time, or there's always a TV blaring, or there's always, I don't know, maybe you're next to a noisy restaurant or something. Difficulty in speech development, impaired language comprehension, poor memory and reading ability, physical issues like hearing loss, raised blood pressure, endocrine imbalance, behavioral issues like stress and anxiety. Oh, look, teenagers. Lack of motivation and hyperactivity. Okay, I figured out what's wrong with teenagers. You all listen to your music too loud, and the noise pollution is messing you up. Stop it. Harmful effects on other organisms that aren't teenagers. Can cause stress, masking of sound of various critters that are used to communicate, like to mate, reproduce, or to hunt. The animal itself can get damaged hearing, which means then it cannot hear a predator coming up, or it can't hear the prey. And then changes to migratory routes as well. They might be trying to avoid a noisy thing, and then their migratory route gets messed up. So in the air, things like transport, airports, and gas wells can mess up the birds, and they can often have trouble finding food. On land, traffic, construction, and various cities can affect these things. And so once again, animals can't find food, they can't hear predators, and they can't communicate with each other. And in the ocean, we're actually causing hearing loss in our water mammals, our dolphins, our porpoises, our whales, which, if you know, they use echolocation. So that's going to mess up their sonar and navigation systems, and therefore they can't communicate and find food. Octopuses and squid can lose their sense of balance, affecting their ability to hunt. It apparently makes them more aggressive too, and I don't want aggressive octopuses and squids out there. I've seen movies about those. And so marine ecosystems can be totally disrupted if these animals choose to move to somewhere else. So moving over here, what can we do? We don't plan on going silent anytime soon, but we can help have quiet areas in the ocean and then areas where there's more noise so that animals at least have places to go to avoid that stuff. We can develop quieter cars. Hey, electric cars, go us. Reduce traffic speeds and build noise reduction barriers around major traffic areas. Over here. So you can see all these different things are causing huge sound travels really well through the water. So we're really messing up these marine mammals by all of these things. So we should stop. Underwater pile driving noise causes alarm responses in squids. Dolphins struggle against noise pollution. Ocean uproar, saving marine life from a barrage of noise. So noise is in the ocean is a big, big issue. And oops, here is an example of ships drowning out whale calls. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop that. So you have survived notes. Before we go, I want to let each and every one of you know that you are good enough, you are smart enough, and people do like you. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good God, do your homework.